What? Wait, I don't think they're ready for this.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking real nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
Lights, camera, action. Welcome to Amy Park for the first A-League Men's Melbourne derby of the season. Melbourne City versus Melbourne Victory. The history between these two clubs runs deep and runs back to 2010 and their inaugural Melbourne derby. Recent history favours the lighter of the two blues. We'll have a look at the lineups of these two sides. Melbourne City, Patrick Kisnorbo, the coach, making two changes from the side that left it late against Perth, match winner in the 88th minute of that game 10 days ago. Nathaniel Atkinson comes in for his first start of the season at the expense of Scott Galloway, while the Frenchman Florent Berenguer returns to the starting 11. Tilio maintains his place on the left. It's Socceroo Matthew Leckie who makes way. He misses out with a hamstring strain. Big night for Atkinson, who scored in last season's grand final, of course, as City beats Sydney by 3-1. For Tony Popovic's side, just the one change it's enforced as well. Jason Davidson, a second red card in as many matches for Melbourne Victory. He misses out through suspension. The Spaniard, Rai Marchand, returns from suspension after he missed out against Adelaide to take his place in that holding role in midfield. Both 4-3-3 formations, one with one holding midfielder, and Tony Popovic's side with two. And we are underway in the first Melbourne derby of the A-League men's season. It's a City home match. The Victory fans are here in earnest, making plenty of noise. You can see Andy Harper joining me in the commentary position, just what this match means, this fixture means to the people of Melbourne.
Yeah, good evening, Robbie, and to everybody watching on the 10 Network. It's a special night on the calendar. Christmas week, Melbourne derby. And the Victory fans, the away fans, amassed behind their goalkeeper in great voice, great numbers. And Melbourne City, the defending champions, looking to consolidate their utter dominance last season. 6-0 and 7-0 in the two derby fixtures. A complete blitzing of the Victory, who've started this campaign. The rebuild's been very impressive to start with. And you can see the fans have got a sense that the rejuvenation is on for Victory, and they want to be part of it.
3 wins from 4 so far for Victory, as City try and launch the first attack, and it's Kalava who comes and headers the ball clear from the edge of his own penalty box as they hit rock bottom last season. Melbourne Victory.
Ben Falami with a good dribble down the far touchline, lost control at the crucial moment. And in the embers that was the wreck of last season for Victory, here's one youngster who actually staked a claim and won the favour of Tony Popovic for the new campaign.
Here comes City again, the ball in, and a little lack of communication there between Kalava and Spiranovic.
And a very good first sight, Robbie, of the very exciting Marco Tilio. One of a couple of youngsters who came in the championship run when Socceroos were absent because of World Cup duty, and Tilio lit the fuse. We look forward to watching him, hopefully for the full 90 tonight, if he can deliver.
Corner taken short, whipped in near post, and it was Nuno Reis who just got the touch at the front post, the former Sporting man from Portugal.
And of course, anyone unaware of Marco Tilio, just a very brief introduction to Australian sport that he made at the Tokyo Olympics, scored that Messi-like goal against Argentina.
Such a leader in the front line, but also in the squad for this Melbourne Victory side. Jamie McLaren now, we saw his post-match interview after the draw with the Jets, where he said it just wasn't good enough, laying down the gauntlet to his teammates to lift their game. Taken quickly, very quickly, and Melbourne Victory are in front. Francesco Margiotta, the Italian. Fantastic awareness, and the Victory caught City sleeping.
There's Jason Davidson making a very smooth transition from star player to fan in the terrace, and jumping for joy as they might. Brilliant from Jake Bremer. Over into the vacant left fullback position, and the Italian strikes. Margiotta. Beautiful from Victory, clever from Bremer, and clinical from the Italian. And Victory, I mean, I'm loving what Popovic is doing with this team for this game. And they know the danger of Melbourne City, Robbie. But as soon as they pitch the ball in midfield, they know exactly the release pass to the forward man. And they're slinging the ball wide, straight away. Win the ball, next pass is to either wing. And Victory are in behind Melbourne City. And all bets are off. It's just been great to watch so far.
Here's Tilio with a big switch of play. Oh, and McLaren almost pouncing. It was Broxham just trying to touch the ball back to Caliber. And you have to be careful with Jamie McLaren lurking. Surely Melbourne Victory have learnt that lesson. They did so the hard way last year. Here's Naboot, another player who could make things happen. The former Victory man at that. Now Atkinson. Lovely skills. Atkinson still going. Outside to Berenguer. Around one, deflected into the side netting. And very, very close to an equaliser for City.
And what a great example. Andrew Naboot burst past Lee Broxham, and all of a sudden there were Melbourne City players ready to play, felt like they could contribute. Look at Atkinson, really difficult, lot of traffic, dancing with light feet. Berenguer from nowhere starts finding some touch and technique. All of a sudden he feels that he can contribute, and a very near thing for City.
A second corner of this contest to follow in quick succession for Melbourne City. Tilio is there. You can see the two hands up signal goes. In it comes from Tilio. Back post. Almost. All the way in. Claimed by Caliber.
Well, we saw last night Alessandro Diamanti from the same side of the field for Western United. There's the deflection it had Caliber beaten.
There was no way through down the right. And again Atkinson comes into the middle. Here's Metcalf. Things opening up. Here's McLaren. His first sighting on goal. And he was looking to the back post where there were two of his teammates instead of going for goal himself, I think.
Well, it's ominous. This is becoming a little bit ominous. Connor Metcalf, the midfielder for Melbourne City, who covers so much ground, been pretty peripheral until now, shapes to shoot, threads the ball beautifully from McLaren, and look at this from Miranda. Great defending. Last ditch as it was.
And while both these two sides have made solid, if not exceptional starts to the campaign, it could all have been so different. Here's Naboot, the ball in, glancing header off Jamison. It took an 88th minute winner 10 days ago for City to get past Perth Glory, and it took the 10 men of Victory something special to get over Adelaide last week as well. We could be looking at these two sides in different light if they hadn't found those late goals, but that of course is the difference in football. Atkinson. He's got O'Neill as an option. Here's Good. He's done that nicely. Clever play. Metcalf with Naboot. Boos from the victory for their former idol, Economides. Brimmer with Brillante. Brimmer again. Lovely technique from both sides. It really is in a tight space. There's Brimmer over the top for Falami. And claimed by Glover. And that is the last action of what was a brilliant first half of football here at Amy Park. Tony Popovic's side with a moment of magic from their new Italian striker, Francesco Margiotta, who caught the City defence napping. Got his second in as many matches. Conor Metcalf was involved in one of the flashpoints of that half as well, when his tackle went to the VAR review. He picked up a yellow card. And the story as the players head down the tunnel at Amy Park at half-time. The good news is there's still 45 minutes still to come. It's Melbourne victory 1, Melbourne City 0. Kelleher doing a bit of housekeeping, and we're ready to go. Melbourne victory with a goal to defend, perhaps more to try and add in this second half of the derby. The cutback from Falami. What does the referee make of that? Margiotta. He got to the ball first and went down. And a little bit of afters. Atkinson not happy. And the referee wants to have a look at it as well.
Well, it doesn't take long for things to kick off.
Melbourne City have also taken more shots at goal than any other club and got more on target, and they almost had an equaliser there. Appeals from the terraces as Tilio comes back out with Jamison. Good. Towards the back post, Naboot. It's a lovely ball. Just stretching Melbourne victory, but Naboot with the foul.
Well, that's another excellent block defensively from Miranda. Conor Metcalf just about to let rip. And Miranda stretched in. Second time he's done that. Here's Conor Metcalf just about to get on the end of that. Probably dink it over Culliver. Miranda at full stretch. Nice offering from Tilio. And victory draw the foul from the overstretching of Andrew Naboot.
Melbourne City have to be careful here because is struggling a little bit. I think they're prepared to change. Goes Berenguer. 4. Oh, Jan dragging him. Boot the cross to the back post. Fantastic ball. Jamie McLaren with a finish at the back post. And how about that?
McLaren, it's a really good finish. It's a delicious from Andrew Naboot.
His second goal of the season for Jamie McLaren. Such a dangerous player. Look on the score sheet again. Last season's top scorer of the men's season, Jamie McLaren, when City needed him most. How about the part from Andrew Naboot? Fantastic cross to the back post. Here goes Atkinson. Again, one of these marauding runs. It's crossed back post and a boot! 2 goals in 2 minutes! And City are in front in the derby.
Quite stunning. What a star. And it's 2-1 to Melbourne. The game here is on fire.
Well, how about that? Turn a situation around. Starting to wonder just where was going to come from. Melbourne were looking solid. They have been ripped asunder. Full army. Cruz with Brillante. Back again for Cruz. Onto the right foot, the cross in. It's not a bad one! D'Agostino's header. And the 2 substitutes almost combining just 2 minutes after they came on. And it's not finished yet. Cruz again. Well defended by Metcalf, corner for victory.
Immediate impact from the substitutes. It immediately swings the pendulum, if not against Melbourne City, but more in your favour. And Cruz, a delightful ball for D'Agostino. It's a good header, but it's very well saved by Tommy Glover.
O'Neill, Naboot, back to O'Neill. Cruz, tracking back. Experience will tell in this final 10-minute spell as this Melbourne derby will be decided. Tilio for McLaren. Too close to Caliver again. McLaren was offside. Referee allows play to continue. D'Agostino. Is this the moment for victory? It is! They've equalised again! Nick D'Agostino. What a contest! What a match of football!
What a white knuckle ride. If you haven't lost your heads in this fuck, you're doing very well. On the edge of extinction in this derby. On the Harvey Norman replay. A desperate clearance is rounded up by the young Ollie Roo under incredible heat from Curtis Good. Somehow he gets some meat on this left foot shot. Somehow it's strong enough to beat Tommy Glover. And the ball just somehow evades eternity almost and rolls over the goal line for the equaliser. Just incredible here in the derby. D'Agostino off the bench. A dagger through the heart of Melbourne City. And we've still got 10 to play. I can't criticise him for getting a rush of blood, and it was good contact from him. But it has opened this opportunity for Melbourne City.
Metcalf with Tilio. Jamison forward. They've got numbers in the box here, City. They've found one. Oh, and it was mishit, but it almost just looped into the top corner from Aidan O'Neill.
Well, Aidan O'Neill, principally a defensive midfielder. Fine player. Wow. Skews it off his boot, but nearly into the goal.
5 minutes of stoppage time. It has begun. We may even go a little bit longer. Don't really want this to stop. Is there a sting in the tail of this one? I get the feeling there might be. Guerria's ball. Economides is there. The header is goal-bound. I'm thinking Glover may have got there, but it was cleared off the line all the same. Economides plays on. Is he a player to make the difference here? Well defended Galloway. Atkinson taking over. Equalizes again.
He's been great since he's come on. We've missed Marco Rojas. It seems like a week ago Marco stopped playing here. We look forward to a speedy recovery for him, but his absence or his withdrawal did open the way for Equalizes. Such an exciting player out of the southern suburbs of Sydney.
Valupale, clever touch. Jamison, yellow card. He knew that one was coming.
Yeah, well, he took the odds. He was no hope of turning and chasing Valupale. Clever play by the youngster. He's very impressive. We haven't seen much of him in the A-League. Just came in the closing stages of last season. Another youngster to make something of the disaster.
Free kick. Is this the moment for Melbourne victory? Jake Brimmer. His delivery has been good so far in this contest. It's back post. D'Agostino is there. Sporanovic as well. Guerilla! Cleared off the line for a third time.
Offside. No. Corner.
Brimmer. His delivery again. Everyone back for Melbourne City. In it comes, near post! Saved by Glover. Well saved. And now City look to break. Tilio keeping it moving towards Metcalf. City with Berenguer. The pass forward for Tilio. Negro is there. McLaren now. Twisting and turning. Jamie McLaren. Now Atkinson. Will City have the last say? Galloway. The ball in. Oh, and what defending. Still a lunge. The follow-up. O'Neill's shot blocked. McLaren.
Oh my
and Victory
God.
get it clear. But how on earth?
Oh my God. Jamie McLaren's just picked up a red card. Must be for saying something. Oh, it's an unbelievable finish to this game.
It has had absolutely everything. And it's still not finished yet. We're going to have time added on still. Jamison chaperoning Jamie McLaren off the field. He scored a wonderful goal.
Goodness gracious me. The most exhilarating night of A-League men's football. You know, Archie Thompson pre-game was talking about punch, counter-punch. But this has gone right down. Look at this, the desperation at this end of the field now. Just bodies going everywhere. Victory players throwing themselves for the cause. Incredible desperation and excitement. And now the Victory are away.
Robbie Cruz. Robbie Cruz's ball back post. Valupale hooks it back in again. Then Jamison clears. And that is that, says the referee, Crispy. What a match of football. And at the end of 95 pulsating minutes at Amy Park, they couldn't be separated. What drama. And they'll have to be back later in the season to do it all over again, as the spoils are shared in this 36th Melbourne derby.